Welcome to our USF Dons baseball weekend review from the week ending date from the week of from Thursday, March 4th through from the week ending date of Sunday, March 6th, 2021. As we take a look back, Sunday, March 7th, 2021. A recap was not a great weekend for the USF Dons. The past weekend, the Dons losing 4 games to the Stanford Cardinals. I mean, in the 4-game series, in the doubleheader or 4-game home-and-home set. Taking this reset from game 1 of the series. By the way, before we recap that series, your USF Dons baseball weekend review on the KSDM Visual Broadcast Network, presented by San Francisco Toyota. San Francisco Toyota, we know that a vehicle purchase is a very important decision. With that in mind, we ensure a comfortable, no-pressure environment for our clients. Our number one goal is to help our clients purchase a car rather than just sell them a car. Visit our 2 San Francisco Toyota locations located at 3800 Gary Boulevard and 1701 Van Ness Avenue in San Francisco. Please visit their website at sftoyota.com. That's sftoyota.com. San Francisco Toyota has been serving the Bay Area since 1966. So we'll just recap that series. So in game 1, the Dons lose 7-6 in 10 innings. Dons were just an out away from picking up that win. Stanford came back in the 9th inning to tie it. And the fact that Dons led or tied throughout the entire game after 8.5 innings, and then Stanford tied it and won it in extra innings. In the first game, Nick Yodovich 3 for 5 with a 2-run triple, 3 RBIs. Jack Woodford went 3 for 4 with a run scored. Darius Foster, 2 stolen bases, 2 for 3 at the plate. He scored a run. Luke Pichot 3 for 5 with a double. And then in game 2 of the series, the Dons lose another heartbreaking 3-2, and the Dons unfortunately left 5 runners left on base. In Landon Barossa was a tough luck loser, 7 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs, 9 hits, walked none with 2 strikeouts. And then it was Jacob Westerman's 2 for 4 with a home run and a double, a run scored, a pair of RBIs. Nick Yodovich went 1 for 4. And then in game 3 of the series reconvened down in Palo Alto. The Dons were tied, and there's too many mistakes, and that one throwing error was the difference that opened the gates for 4 runs to score for the Cardinals, 10-6 in that game. Jacob Munoz 3 for 5, 1 run scored, 2 RBIs, a double. Brian went 3 for 5 with an RBI. Keyshaw 2 for 3 with a double, a pair of runs scored. Foster went 1 for 4 with a double. And then at the finale in the slugfest, Dons at one point trailed 11-0. They got back and tied it, went ahead briefly, and then Stanford came back to tie it. They went ahead for good. And Brian went 2 for 2 with a home run scored. Nick Yodovich 2 runs scored, RBI double. Munoz 2 for 5, 2 more doubles, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Westman went 2 for 4 with a double, run scored, 2 RBIs. Vujovic went 2 for 4, run, 2 RBIs. And in the finale of this series, in the game, Dons were outscored. Stanford outscored San Francisco 35-29. And then also Stanford, overall there was 9 extra base hits in that game. And the Dons ended up losing 5 of the last 6 games, losing by at least 2 runs or less. And for the viewers who are listening, for all our viewers, in case you missed it last weekend, Dons have now lost 12 in a row to Stanford, 13 of the last 14, 16 of the last 19, and they're just 6-23 versus Stanford since 1999. So, Coach, I mean, this was a tough one. I mean, you had a chance to get at least 2 out of 4 at worst, and unfortunately, you came up with absolutely nothing in the 4 games, not one single W.
Yeah, that's accurate, Brian. You obviously said it all right there, so not a lot to say. if we, if we get the out in the ninth inning on Thursday, the series is different.
Yep.
If we pitch or play defense a little bit better on Friday when it's 2-2 late in the game, the series is different. Obviously, back home it's a close game, and we made mistakes late, and we lose. Same thing kind of happened on Sunday, so we have plenty of opportunities to win. Just didn't execute. It is what it is.
Yep. So now we got to flip the book now, looking at UC Santa Barbara, who's ranked in the country. They came off a tough series, losing their series to Oregon State, and they're from the Big West Conference. This has been a team that did go to the College World Series more recently, I think about 2 years back, and they're right one of college baseball's elite.
Yeah, they played pretty good, Brian. They lost to Oregon, not Oregon State.
Oregon, my bad.
Yeah, so, and it's a good team, and we've played good teams all year, so we're going to have to play well.
Yeah, because you just like that, 2 weeks, and in fact, 1 week from from this Friday, WCC conference coming real quick, so it doesn't get any better. So, what's going to be the key for UC Santa Barbara this weekend to get out of this mini slide?
Well, we're going to have to pitch a little bit better late in the games, and, over the last 8 games we've had our best guy in there, Alex Pham, and we've lost both games with him, and we've lost both games with Jesse Barrett, our other backup bullpen guy. So we need to do a better job with our starting pitching as the series gets a little bit older. We had 2 starters only go 2/3 of an inning in the series, so really
combined
down our bullpen. So we're going to have to pitch better starting-wise. We're going to have to play better defense at third base. We obviously are going to have to execute better late in the game.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Go out there again, and we'll see you for Friday for our pregame.
All right, Brian.
All right.
That is USF Dons head coach Nir Giarratano as the USF Dons try to get out of this early slump as they begin the first of a 4-game weekend series, and they'll travel down to take on the UC Santa Barbara Gouchos from the Big West Conference. The first game will be Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific. We'll begin with our pregame show at approximately around 2:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then it will be Dons against the Gauchos for Game 1 at 3 p.m. Pacific. Saturday's afternoon's game will be a doubleheader. Game 1 will be at 12 noon Pacific. Then the second game will follow immediately 20 minutes to a half hour after the first game concluded. Then Sunday afternoon will be the finale of this 4-game series, will be at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, a reminder, on this Sunday, late night, Saturday night, on Sunday, we move our clocks forward, so please change your clocks as we spring forward to 1 full hour. You can catch the action on usfdons.com via the Big West Conference Network for all the action down at UC Santa Barbara as the Dons trying to end a 4-game losing streak to get back on track. Then the Dons will be back in action 1 week from Tuesday on March the 16th. They'll play their non-conference game over against the St. Mary's Gales in the first ever Nino Giarratano, Greg Moore Battle of the Bay 1 for a non-conference game. That'll be at 3 p.m. next Tuesday. Then 1 week from Friday on March the 19th, they'll begin West Coast Conference play when they'll take on the Pepperdine Waves as they will hook up at Benedict Diamond on the Hilltop. That will be 1 week from next Friday. For the latest news on USF Dons athletics and so much more, go to usfdons.com. I'm Brian Professor B. Davis, and thank you for listening to the USF Dons Weekend Review and Preview on Dons TV Audiocast, presented by San Francisco Toyota. San Francisco Toyota has been serving the greater San Francisco Bay Area since 1966. USF Dons Weekly in Review and Preview on Dons TV is in association with the KSDM-B Digital Broadcasting Network.